Best IEM under $50. Yes, this is a follow-up video to the Truth Ears X Clinical Zero review. If you guys are wondering what my thoughts are on the 7Hz Zero, you guys are gonna hear it all in this video today, alongside other fantastic under $50 options. Hey friends, Tim here, welcome back to another video on Giz Audio, and welcome to the top 5 best IEM under $50. And why top 5? Why not top 10? Because you don't need 10. And honestly, there isn't 10 to pick from anyway. The 5 that I have here are so well beyond the league of anything else under this price that it's impossible to put 10 in here without just grabbing random stuff that's not gonna compete with the top 5 spots. So that's why it's only a top 5. In the preparation for this video as well, I tried to pick at least some differences in sound signature for you guys so that you guys can have some variety to decide as well. I don't want to pick all of them that have very similar sound signatures, because one of them would just end up being the best choice out of all of them. So there'll be no point looking at the other 4 at all. But all these 5 IEMs have somewhat different enough sound signatures to warrant purchasing even 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of them. So you can own like 3 or 4 of these and not have the same tuning. Starting at the bottom of the roster, coming in at number 5, we have Transgem Ola, and this is gonna be for your vocal lover out there. If you hate bass, you're allergic to bass, you want just that sparkly, forward, female vocals, all you care about is just her delicate, beautiful voice, then yes, the Ola is the best one under $50 for those types of listeners. Overall, a fantastic IEM for those of you who fits the exact preference for this. The detail level is also nice as well. Clarity is good. Vocals generally comes across lively and forward, beautiful, especially for the price. So yeah, Transgem Ola for those of you who love the delicacies of voices. Next is a $15 V-shape IEM, the CCA CRA. Fun bass, fun treble. The mid-range is not too scooped to the point where it's unnatural. It is a little bit recessed, yes, because of the V-shaped signature that it has. It focuses more on the fun and lively elements that is the bass and the treble. The mids on here though is still really well done, and that's why this thing is loved so much, because at $15 to have a V-shape that's tuned like this is just unheard of. This is probably the only one on the market, and it comes in at only $15. Decent level of details. I wouldn't say the best details out there, just decent level of details for the price, but the tuning is awesome, especially if you love that kind of V-shaped signature without sacrificing too much of the mid-range clarity. Number 3, we have $20 Moondrop True. Now this thing, if you squint your eyes, you can possibly say that this is only $7, all right? Because it comes with sets of spring tips, which cost $13 on its own, and this is $20 total. Balanced tuning, modest bass, really good mid-range. Lower mids to upper mids is correct. There's no bass bleeding at all into lower mids. It's super clean. Upper mids have a lot of energy. Vocals are forward and lively and just overall energetic. The only thing about this is the treble. The treble is well extended, but can be a little bit peaky for some, can be a little bit metallic-y for some. Detail level is really good for $20, competitive with a lot of IEMs in the $50, $60, $70 detail-wise. So yes, amazing IEM for the price with really good accessories. If you can handle a little bit of treble, or you're not very treble sensitive, this is great. And if your library consists of K-pop, J-pop, or mainly vocals, or anything that doesn't require you to have too much bass, or you don't care about bass all that much, then the True is a fantastic choice, especially for the money. $20, man. Cheap. Now for the number 2 and number 1 spot, the most interesting spot in this list. Which one is gonna be? Which one is at the number 2? Which one is at the number 1? I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it is really hard what I'm about to do in this video. Super tough, because it is an amazing IEM and arguably some of the best even under $100. To put it in this spot pains me, but the other one is just slightly better, just edges it out by a slight bit. So the number 2 spot goes to the Truth Ears X Critical Zero. So yes, this one is an amazing IEM. I did a review of it if you want to hear my full thoughts on it. Super clean bass to mid-range separation, a lot of mid-bass as well, very fun. All in all, a true subwoofer feeling, if you will. You get so much of that bass, but it's so well contained just behind the mid-range. The mid-range is never muddied up in any way. There's great energy in the upper mids and also really good treble extension, so female vocals sound really good on this IEM. Male vocals lack a little bit of heft here because of how clean the lower mids and bass separation is. Male vocals feel, I wouldn't say anemic, but they don't feel as powerful as they can be. Female vocals definitely sound better, but all in all, an amazingly tuned set, especially for this price, $50. It would have made #1 so easily if it hasn't been released alongside this one. And the #1 spot goes to the only other Zero IEM that I've tried. The 7Hz Zero. This thing is amazing. $20 tuned similar to the shoe, but better. The treble is reduced a little bit so you don't get that treble metallicness or treble peakiness that the shoe has. The bass is also lifted a little bit as well to give a more natural and meatier feel to the low end. Overall, it's a more balanced sounding shoe with the same level of details. And I was trying to find flaws in it, and the only flaw that I can think of, that's not relating to the technical performance side of it, of course, because $20, you don't expect the greatest detail ever, which this doesn't have the greatest detail ever, but none of these do because they're so cheap. The only flaw that I can find with the tuning, I would say, is that it needs just 2-3 dB more bass. It just needs a little bit more to be completely balanced, and that is it. Everything else is super well done. My favorite tuning in any IEM, under $100, very easily. Yeah, under $100, maybe under $150. This is my favorite tuning. It's gorgeous and it's $20. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's $20. And to top it off, you can remove the cable. You can remove the cable. And it sounds better. All right, that's it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I've given you guys a nice variety to choose from. Again, just to recap, the Ola, if you care only about mid-range and vocals, that is really good. The bass is the shyest out of all of them. But if vocals is what you care about, the Ola is great. Good detail level as well. This CCA CRA is the cheapest one, $15, but it has a fun sound. Fun bass, good treble, and good mid-range. Just overall great package for $15. The shoe is also a more vocal focused IEM, but it has more bass than the Ola, so it sounds more neutral, more natural than the Ola, but it's still gonna be for people who want to focus more on the mid-range performance as a whole. Next one, Truth Ears X Critical Zero. Very fun Harman tuning, a lot of bass. This thing is, I would say, thunderous but clean, well separated. Just a great IEM overall. A lot of energy in the upper mid range and decent treble extension. Really good package altogether, and it can play any genre really well. Great choice there. I really have very little to fault about it. And the #1 spot, of course, 7Hz Zero is just a shoe, but more balanced and more natural sounding in the treble. So that's all for it. Now see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye. Hey, welcome to the secret section of this video. I'm gonna make this really quickly so people don't realize that there's a secret section hidden within the ending of the song. I'm here to give you one of the best information on the 7Hz Zero possible. Just look at this. You can do this on your phone. Try this out. It will improve the sound by so much, and it sounds just extra beautiful, even more than it already is. See you guys later.